she is a legacy in urban redevelopment, really in the country, and particularly in the historic preservation vein of redevelopment, but throughout the country she's really acknowledged as a leader in that area.
I believe today Larimer Square is just one of the crown jewels that the city of Denver has, and if it wasn't for her, we wouldn't have it. You know, working with her was just really amazing. Everything that I learned from her helps me today in my career, and I learned so much. It's hard to probably articulate everything that I learned, but just watching her in action and being able to be with her day in and day out, seeing how she solves problems, seeing how she puts developments together, her ideas, her creativity, just really, you know, trying to be the best sponge I could be and learn everything.
When I think of Dana, the words that come to my mind are creative, inspirational, and definitely a go-getter, sort of a front end of the industry. And so some of her projects were cutting edge, they were in new areas that hadn't quite been developed yet, and her persistence in getting those projects done, I think, are one of her greatest qualities.
Her focused passion for protecting much of the old buildings and parts of Denver, combined with her tenacity, I think in my mind what it really did is it philosophically set the table to include a far larger area than what she actually developed herself. It set the stage for a lot of protection of wonderful properties downtown that now is the hallmark of what we're seeing in many parts of development, where you're mixing some of the new by maintaining the old. But it was really Dana who took the lead and was focused on that for many years, and I don't think there's anybody that is better deserving of this award than Dana for everything that she has done.
Dana is really a pioneer in Denver as a whole, both for residential development, for everything that's happening at Union Station, and we are really proud to provide her with the Legacy Award.
In real estate, there's a saying, the first olive out of the bottle is the most important one and the hardest one to get. Dana was the first olive. She was willing to do what nobody else would do. Now, everybody came along behind and said, hey, this is great, you know, and everybody can talk about what they did. But what she did got it all started. And this community owes a lot to Dana Crawford.
She is a formidable presence. She's also a wonderful person, always very helpful to ULI and the community. But if Dana hadn't been willing to put herself on the line to save Larimer Square back in 1963, I don't think we would have much of an historic preservation or much of an urban fabric in Denver. It's fascinating that she's made that transition from community activist to one of our leading developers. So she's really come to be a shining light, not just for the preservation movement, for ULI as well. So we're delighted to be giving her this award this year.